The wall seemed to be closing in on New York State DOCCS Commissioner Daniel Martuscello III. The Correction Officers Union, NYSDOCCS, issued a vote of no confidence on Martuscello. In addition, prison rights advocates and community groups are publicly calling out his lack of action and previous outright dismissals of the problem. In this video, I review the freelance article that exposes Martuscello's willful ignorance of the issues at Marcy, along with the entire New York State prison system. If you are an open supporter of Daniel Martuscello III, this may change your mind. Let me know in the comments if it does. New York prison chief ignored ticking time bomb 3.5 months before guards killed Robert Brooks. He dismissed it nonchalantly. He said there are too many cameras inside the prisons for that to happen. Prisoners' rights advocates warned New York's embattled prison chief guards were regularly beating and abusing prisoners sadistically and getting away with it. 3.5 months before guards tortured and killed Robert Brooks. One even warned spiraling guard violence was a quote unquote ticking time bomb. The Chief Commissioner, Daniel J. Martuscello III of the State Department of Corrections and Community Supervision, blew off the advocates' concerns. He dismissed it nonchalantly, Anthony Dixon, Deputy Director of the Parole Preparation Project, revealed. He said, there are too many cameras inside the prisons for that to happen. Deanna Taylor, Associate Director of the Release Aging People from Prison campaign, was also at the meeting. We mentioned the beat-up squads of guards, Taylor recalled. We told him there needs to be a cultural shift inside, Taylor added. We told him it just can't be okay for these things to be happening. The advocates personally delivered their dire warnings in a rare face-to-face meeting with Martuscello and his entire executive team at DOCCS Albany headquarters on August 27, 2024, 14 weeks before Brooks was killed December 9th. Looking back, Dixon said, if Martuscello had listened to us, Robert Brooks might still be alive. In addition to demanding Martuscello stop the systematic abuse, the advocates urged DOCCS Commissioner to close a number of prisons, specifically including the prison where Brooks would be killed, Marcy Correctional Facility. The advocates told the freelance, we talked about facilities that should be closed. We included Marcy, about the highest percentage of people getting beat up by these goon squads, said Jerome Wright, co-director of the HALT Solitary campaign, who also attended the late summer sit-down with Martin Martuscello. He downplayed violence by staff. Under the 2025 state budget, Governor Kathy Hochul was given the authority to close 5 prisons in consultation with DOCCS. She closed 2. Tyrell Mohammed, now a senior advocate at the Alliance of Families for Justice, investigated violence against prisoners by guards for the Correctional Association of New York for 12 years. The association is a legally empowered prison watchdog group. He wasn't at the August meeting with Martuscello, but has seen part of a group of leaders from other nonprofit advocacy organizations that have held quarterly conference calls with the commissioner for about 2 years. Every time we bring this to his attention, the assaults, the beatings, the lack of medical attention, Mohammed said, he blows that off. I personally have told him, you got a ticking time bomb about to go off, Mohammed revealed. The officers are aggressive and heavy-handed, particularly in the medium security jails where people are expected to go home. The revelations that Martuscello dismissed explicit warnings about guard violence, particularly at medium security prisons, including Marcy, comes a week after the union representing New York's prison guards voted no confidence in Martuscello. New York's entire 42 prison system is facing a crisis. It's not just the fallout from Brooks' killing and the union's no confidence vote. It's also mass suspected fentanyl exposure incidents, what Inspector General Lucy Lang called significant workers' compensation driven staffing shortages and a shortage of new recruits. Thomas Maley, DOC's Director of Communications, did not respond to a request for comment. Neither did the press contact for the guards union, James Miller. Brooks was beaten, kicked, and choked to death while handcuffed by a beat up squad of guards inside the infirmary at Marcy. It was unintentionally captured on video by body cameras worn by 4 of the guards. Sergeant Glenn Tromley was the alleged leader of the beat up squad, the freelance exclusively reported. CO Anthony Farina was another alleged member of the squad and was beside Tromley the night the squad killed Brooks, the video shows. Unjustified, excessive, and sadistic uses of force by guards has long been a fact of life inside New York prisons, as the killing of 29 unarmed prisoners and the torture of survivors by police and guards at Attica in 1971 shows. Today, systematic abuse by guards is fostered by a toothless and ineffective administrative disciplinary system that leaves the punishment of crimes and misconduct by guards up to private arbitrators instead of public officials. Commissioner Martuscello defeated DOC's longtime counsel Anthony Annucci for the DOC's commissioner job largely on the basis of a glowing GQ magazine-like 2016 Marshall Project profile. The story quoted him saying he was remaking DOC's Internal Affairs Bureau and prepared to do anything necessary to make it overall employee disciplinary system effective. Well, that's not the case because the collective bargaining agreement still leaves DOCs helpless to discipline its correctional officers. So that was BS. I'm not here to make the union happy, Martuscello claimed. The Marshall Project finally did a follow-up investigation in 2023 and discovered they've been deceived. Martuscello didn't change anything. In about 9 out of 10 cases where DOCs paid cash to settle abuse lawsuits, DOCs didn't even try to discipline the guilty guards. Even when it did try to fire guards, DOCs lost 9 out of 10 attempts. Still, Governor Kathy Hochul nominated Martuscello to be DOC's commissioner on a Monday in May 2024, and he was confirmed by the state Senate 2 days later. He truly seems to care about making DOCs work better for everyone, including and especially incarcerated individuals. Julia Salazar, chair of the Senate Corrections Committee, said at that time. I love it how J.B. Nicholas underlined said at that time. We'll see why. Continuing with the article, Senator Salazar did not respond to an invitation to update her view of Martuscello. He's very media savvy, Mohammed, the formerly incarcerated Correctional Association of New York investigator, said of the DOC's commissioner. He's not an old bureaucrat. He's definitely Madison Avenue. Mohammed revealed that within days of the December 27th release of the video capturing Brooks' killing, Martuscello held a conference call with him and about a half a dozen selected advocacy groups and tried to get ahead of it. He's a very good talker, Mohammed says, but his record shows all of it is talk. He's still with the old boys network, he added. Governor Hochul's press office did not respond to an invitation to state whether she still has confidence in her state prison chief. Some major takeaways for me that I love about this article is J.B. Nicholas highlighting the statements that elected politicians have made, including Salazar. He circled back with her to get her opinion on the comments that were made from Martuscello dismissing the rampant abuse. So kudos to J.B. Nicholas for calling that out. I appreciate that immensely. I had mentioned this in previous videos. You really have to look at what people are saying when they think no one is looking and what people are saying and doing when there's no media attention. That is how you tell the strength of someone's character or lack thereof. If you found value in this video, please share the video, like the video, and if you feel that I've earned it, please subscribe to my channel if you have not already. My goal is to give you honest and direct feedback and dig deeper than what the mainstream media is telling you. Take care, God bless, and see you next time.